Portugal. You are watching Discover the World Through Its Marathons, the documentary that combines sports, culture and history. We invite you in a journey through the heart of Porto in Portugal. You are going to discover the city by running, and we are going to tell you the story of this amazing race. Porto Marathon 2017. Welcome! So why are we filming this? We know that 99% of the runners are here to enjoy the city, and we want to tell you the story of Porto by running it. We think that only if you look on the left or on the right side, you will discover the beautiful cultural heritage of this city. And believe us, this city has so many to offer, from little stairs that go through the buildings and the stories of people themselves. So we had the start at the border between Porto and Matosinhos, and now we are in Matosinhos, which is a former fishing village. This is a place where Porto inhabitants come during the weekend to have a great time, to stay at the beach, and especially to enjoy the Matosinhos cuisine based on fish, which is really appreciated here. This is a very beautiful place to spend an afternoon watching the sunset over the Atlantic Ocean. Next to the start, we have the beautiful Parque da Cidade de Porto. This is the largest urban park in Portugal. More than 80 hectares here, 10 kilometers of cycling path. People come here to enjoy the good weather, take a bike ride or run. At the 11th kilometer of the race is a public work of art by American artist Janet Echelman. She moves, and this is about the fishing tradition in Matosinhos. As you can see, it has different shapes, but depending on the light, you'll see that it can change its color. This is a tribute to the city and the first public work of art for Janet Echelman here in beautiful Matosinhos. At the 14th kilometer of the race, we are going to cross the bust of Luís de Camões, the greatest poet in the Portuguese history. His work of art, Os Lusíadas, made the people say that Portuguese is the language of Luís Camões. You can see his bust here on the marathon course, and here you can also see again the beautiful Atlantic Ocean from Porto. We've been in Matosinhos, we are now entering Porto, and we have so many wonderful things to show you. This is the biggest marathon in Portugal, the 14th edition of the Porto Marathon. At the 15th kilometer of the race, the Fort João Baptista da Foz. It was built in the late 16th century, and it's the perfect description of military architecture. We are now exactly at the intersection of the Douro River with the Atlantic Ocean. We are now in Jardim do Passeio Alegre. This is the work of Emílio David, the architect, and this is one of the most beautiful green spaces in Portugal. They have the different colors of trees here, and depending on the weather and the season, you will see the beautiful colors of the trees. Now they are of course a little bit yellow, and the colors that you can see here are absolutely brilliant. So take a stop here, enjoy the beautiful green spaces of Porto. We are now close to the oldest lighthouse in Portugal, São Miguel-O-Anjo. This is a 16th century building, very beautiful one here. You can see on the shore of the river, and here it's starting to see the beautiful architecture, the old architecture of Porto. Finally, we can see the Douro River. This is one of the largest in the Iberian Peninsula. It's almost 900 kilometers long. And you know how they call it? The translation in Portuguese, it's something of the river of gold, because of the beautiful colors that the sun creates here at sunset. First bridge over the Douro River in Porto is ARRABIDA Bridge. It was built... No, you tell the story.
Well, this bridge was a revolution in engineering at the time it was built. It was the biggest concrete arch in the world, and at the inauguration lot of engineers came when they put the last piece that's in the middle because they were sure that it's going to fall. But I guess they were wrong because
the bridge is still here. The story of the wine. It started in Viana do Castelo. English merchants kind of started the business here because they appreciated more the quality of the grapes in this area. So this is how business in Porto started, starting with the Windsor Treaty. So English families somehow started the industry in Porto. That's why some of the names of the Porto wine are English, if you wonder why. And the first Porto wine as it is today was exported around the second half of the 17th century. Since then it's a growing business and it's the major product here in Porto, famous all around the world. We are now crossing Alfondega, the former customs here in Porto, customs building. Here it is the Sport Expo of the race, and also at the Alfondega was the morning run from Compressport that we joined before the race, 5 kilometers on the beautiful shore of the Douro River. We are now heading to RIBERIA, which is a few meters away from us. We are running in the most beautiful part of Porto. Probably the most representative bridge in Porto. Luis, first we're going to cross it now and tell you more about it. So we just crossed Luis the First bridge. This is beautiful. This is probably the most beautiful bridge in Porto. And the second one after ARRABIDA and 4 other more to the east. This used to be a stone bridge, but it was rebuilt as you see it today. People can cross it either down here or up there. It is beautiful, and I don't know how to say this, but it's this type of places that we run marathons, and we are so happy to run next to these amazing architectural masterpieces. This is Porto, this is beautiful Portugal, and we are very happy to be here to present you this amazing city. Immediately after the half marathon distance, we are on the other side of the Douro River in Gaia, and this is the place of the most famous wine cellars here in Porto. You can see a lot of buildings saying the names of the producer. So if you're a fan of wine, this is a place that you don't have to miss in Porto. Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful Porto Center. This is one of the most beautiful cities I have ever seen. The marathon doesn't cover all the historical parts of the city, but if you come here, you have to spend some hours in the center of Porto and enjoy the cathedral and many other things. You just have to start walking and you will find monuments and unbelievable places at every step. So look, this is one of the best experiences a runner can have, running on the Luis First Bridge. It's absolutely magnificent. It's an honor to be here in this historical place and enjoy this beautiful city. Built in the 16th century, the monastery of SERRA do PILAR, which you can see over there next to the Luis First Bridge, is the architectural landmark of Gaia. This was, of course, as the name, the monastery, a church, but also was a military fort used during its existence. Now it's one of the most important things in Porto, and in 1996, the year where most of the center of the Porto was included as a World Heritage in the UNESCO list. This is one of the monuments included on the UNESCO list.
Bridge. It's the newest and the slimmest bridge over the Douro River. It was baptized after Infante Henrique, who was born here in Porto, and it was built because the upper side from Louis I is now used as a metro, and this was built to deviate the traffic from that part to this part.
Behind us is Maria Pia Bridge, built in 1877 and attributed to Gustave Eiffel, the man who built the Eiffel Tower in Paris, his well-known structure all around the world.
And behind us is SãO JOAO Bridge. It's a railway bridge because this one, Maria Pia, is not it's not working. It's working, but they don't use it anymore, and now they use this bridge for trains. And in the back, I don't know if you can see, is the final bridge, the sixth one.
Oh, so this is... Oh.
Yeah, this is
4 and 5
and 6.
Short recap on the Porto bridges. There are 6. Maybe we made a small mistake earlier. It's ARRABIDA, Louis I, Infante, Maria Pia, SãO JOAO, and the 6th one, it's here right behind us. Very beautiful. The last one to connect the 2 sides of the river. Now we are going through the tunnel that will take us right in the heart of Porto City. The tunnel is over there. Get ready for a dark experience. ...34 kilometers in the race, and we reached Centro Comercial de Porto, or the Chamber of Commerce as it is called today. This is the place that hosts the most beautiful meeting room in Porto, the Arabic room. This is the place where the kings meet and they have the most important meetings. This is an incredible place of Arabic inspiration, of course, and a lot of kilograms of gold were used inside. You're gonna see that it's absolutely fantastic. As we approach the race finish, we start to think more and more about the food that we are going to eat after the race. But we have to tell you that here in Portugal, we've had one of the best dishes in the world. We love the octopus, the bacalhau, sardine. What else did we eat?
Because it's almost winter, they also make some pork dishes with beans. Very nice also. Yeah, it's a lot from where you can choose.
So Portugal is a cooking experience also. A few meters away from the finish, we are again in MATOSINHOS. Back there is the ocean, and we are enjoying the best weather ever. This is the beautiful finish of the Porto Marathon 2017.
All eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us.
Obrigado! Wonderful race!
They're watching us.
Bora, bora, bora! Carlos!
All eyes on us. All eyes on us.
This is the end of the Porto Marathon 2017. This is one of the best races that we attended. We did this documentary in Europe, in Asia, and we have to tell you that what's happening in Porto is absolutely amazing. This is an experience that any runner has to live. So if you plan on running a race next year, think of the Porto Marathon, because you will have a beautiful sports course. You will have a great city to see at every step. I mean, this is amazing. Porto is one of the best races we ever attended. This is Alex and Radu. You watch Discover the World Through its Marathon, the documentary that puts together sports, culture and history. Obrigado Porto! Thank you so much! Thank you Portugal! And in the end I wanted to show you something. My braces, I put them in the Portuguese flag before we came here, because we thought that we were going to fall in love with Portugal. And we did! Thank you Porto! Thank you Portugal! This was Porto Marathon 2017, a wonderful race. Many thanks to the brands and partners of this documentary: UNIQA, Asigurari, Garmin Romania, Discovery Romania, World Class Romania, Compressport Portugal and ASICS.